Good afternoon. I have a question. How many of us have been told to not argue for our limitations? I'm guessing most of us, if not all. And my thought is that just because I'm saying I can't do this or it's not possible right now does not mean I'm arguing for my limitations. It means I'm being realistic because maybe I don't have the capacity to push myself at that point. Just because I'm not willing to stretch myself at this moment or push myself at that doesn't mean I'm saying I will never be able to do it. It just means I'm not ready right now, and I'm not at the place where I'm willing to push myself past wherever it is I'm standing at. Maybe at this moment, I am at the threshold of my tolerance for whatever it is I'm dealing with. Maybe I'm having a major migraine and I'm doing the best I can to stay civil, because if you push me one more minute, I'm going to snap like a twig. Or maybe I'm on the verge of something wonderful that I want to save all my energy for. And I'm going at both ends of the spectrum. There's so much we don't know about what someone else is dealing with. And I appreciate the Mel Robbins and the Tony Robbins and the therapists and the psychologists and the psychiatrists and everybody else out there who's trying to understand, empathize, help. Just know that sometimes when we're asking for help, just sometimes, and we don't always know ourselves, we're asking for someone to just listen. Because even though you may be trained to do this, or you may have been in this same situation, I'm different than you are. My capacity to understand, to love, to hate, to feel, to not feel is different than yours. So if you're going to assist me and I'm asking you for help, allow me to be a partner in this. Don't dictate. There's times we all need cheerleaders, and it's times like that we gravitate towards the Tony Robbins, or maybe we're just not ready to, or we're ready to allow ourselves to push aside what it is we're feeling to be able to go bigger and brighter and whatever, and we can't do it on our own. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That's when we employ the Tony Robbins and the Mel Robbins and Marie Forleo's and Oprah Winfrey's. And don't get me wrong, I learn from each of these people. Every time I sit down and listen to one of their, events or watch one of their programs, I'm learning from them. And then there's times just listening to the upbeat just grates on my last nerve, because maybe I'm having a grief moment, or maybe I'm sad, or maybe I'm dealing with a traumatic event. Who knows what I'm dealing with or you're dealing with? And it's okay to say, not now, Tony. Not now, Oprah. Sorry. Great ideas. I'm going to save it for later. We don't always want ice cream. We don't always want salads. The point is, that's why there's different options, because we get to choose what works for us. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be an individual. It's okay to feel your hurt. And it's okay to process it your own way. And I think that's my biggest advocate, or I want to advocate for that the most, because I don't know how many times I was told, don't feel this way, don't do this, don't do this. No, go ahead and process your stuff, but do it on this timeline, do it on that timeline. No, you're not doing it right. Well, you know what? I didn't do the injury right either. Because if I did, it wouldn't have happened. I didn't have a say in that. I'm going to have a say in how I feel, how I heal, how I feel, how I react, how I respond. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, walk away. I've had plenty of people not be able to handle my brand of sad or anxiety or whatever. And yes, trauma is the reason we have some of our anxieties. It's not the only reason, but it is a reason. And I had a friend ask me, why now? You were fine before. No, I hid it really well before. And I didn't have the luxury of being in a place where I could show my vulnerabilities. I had no choice but to put on my big girl panties and push through it. It was not an option. And then I ended up in a place where I was supported, I was safe, and it was okay to let my feelings out. And in some ways, it was a blessing. In some ways, it was a curse. And we will talk about that another time. Bottom line, it's okay to be where you are. It really is. And you get to be a partner if you ask anybody else. And you get to be the lead partner. You're not the subordinate partner in this. When you hire somebody or ask somebody for help, you are the lead. They are to follow your lead. I don't care if it's a physician, if it's a psychiatrist, if it's a therapist. If something doesn't feel right, don't do it. If you're not ready to push yourself, don't push yourself. I'm not saying stay unpacked or unpack and stay in the place of doom and gloom. I'm just saying go at your pace. And with that, thank you very much. Stay healthy, stay well, stay safe. Be kind to yourself and others. Much love and many blessings. Thank you.